Hey fam, welcome back to our sacred space. I am super excited to have you guys here tonight. And if you guys are new here, my name is Cassandra. I'm the witch, author, poet, and performer of Magic of Eden. Welcome to our sacred space where we dive into tarot, astrology, poetry, arts, and all things divine. We're going to be doing a tarot reading, and this one, I just feel called to do a reading. I felt called to come right back to my altar, come back to my sacred space, and to just allow the energy of the divine to move through me to help anyone that may need a sound ear, and or to just simply help anyone by giving them a divinely guided intuitive message. And yes, so we're going to be working from two tarot decks. We're going to be working from Horror Tarot. And then we're also going to be working from our Zombie Tarot. I'm going to be using this beautiful dynamic duo to do our reading because of course, right? And I'm going to go ahead and start off with a quick prayer. And actually, before I do that, I wanted to let you guys know that I did not feel called to use any kind of oracle decks today. I just feel called to tarot. That's it. Just tarot, my intuition. That's all. All right, you guys, I'm going to start off with a quick prayer. Thank you so much, Divine, for being in our space. Thank you so much for your divine love and your benevolent protection. Thank you so much for allowing us to spend time with each other in this moment. Thank you for allowing me to be the vessel to relay any messages that the people and the person listening to this needs to hear. I set the intention that we are divinely guided, guarded, and protected as we immerse ourselves into this tarot reading. Please come in and give any messages that are needed to the people and a person listening to this message. May the people listening to this feel warm, feel loved, feel safe, feel secure, feel sacred, and feel honored, seen, validated. And may they know that everything that is being said here today is to help them reach their highest and their greatest potential. Thank you, Divine. I invite in our ancestors, beings of light, our spiritual team who want the best for our highest and our greatest good. I welcome you all into this space so that we may receive everything that is meant for us in this divine moment in time. And it is so. Alright, you guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. But before we get started, I want to pour myself some coffee. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'll go ahead and just take a quick sip here. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Actually, before I get started, you guys, I want to burn some incense. This is Belizean Breeze. The words that I'm hearing is come prepared. Which is so funny because I normally have my incense going and burning, but for whatever reason, I didn't this time. Normally I have everything that I need. I have all of my decks out, and which I do right now, but typically whenever I'm doing a reading, I like to have all tools right there. Sorry you guys for hitting the camera. I like to have everything that I need ahead of time. That way I'm not risking making the quality of the video terrible and things of that nature. So that's really interesting that I did not have that prepared. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. And also, you guys, I'm really just going to be going with the flow of things. I don't have a particular question in mind. The energy that I am picking up on, though, is relationships for some people. So this really does it. I'm picking up on relationship vibe for some, and for others it's really just about alignment. And there's also this idea about coming prepared. And I'm hearing I'm open to anything at this point, and that's truly what it feels like. I don't know why I'm hearing like just become prepared. All right, let's go ahead and dive. Let's immerse ourselves. I'm getting a picture of a pink rabbit, and I'm also seeing a white rabbit. And it's really, really, really interesting because I'm seeing a rabbit with like a pink rabbit with red eyes. and I heard the word animal totem. There's something very significant about the skunk coming through. Alright, Spirit. Let's go ahead. There's something about mixing and matching. There's this one song that I hear on the radio, well, that I used to hear on the radio, and I always used to turn it because I didn't really like listening to the radio. I would rather listen to my own phone. But there is something about, like, what does the song go? Say what you need to say, or something like that. I know you guys are like, whoa, guys, like, are you this tone deaf? I'm not tone deaf. I'm doing that because I don't want to sing at all. I'm not a singer, but I can hold a tune, though. I can hold a bit of a tune though if I want to, but other than that, I'm not much of a singer. But there's something about say what you need to say. That's the vibe that's coming through. Just say what you need to say. Don't hold back. Because when you decide that you, oh, whoa, this card right here, you guys, okay, this card, I don't know what it is, but it is shooting out. We are going to keep a note of that. Shout out to myself for being more consistent with YouTube. I sometimes get in these modes where I feel defeated because I'm not seeing results fast enough. And that's a terrible problem for me because I have a Sag moon, and patience is definitely a virtue with me. And I don't know why that's important, but it feels like I need to say that to someone. This one doesn't feel right. I'm going to put that one back. I heard the word mystery. This one's flying over. I just heard like a cross, like an X or like a cross. So there's something very significant about this card that we have over on the far left. And then there's a card that's crossing over it. I'm going to leave that just like that for whatever reason. I'm going to let that be just what it is. I don't know the reason why yet. I just heard that X marks the spot. That's really, really, really different. Like, whoa, X marks the spot. I just saw, I got a vision. I just heard, I heard caution. And then I saw that tape that they use like when someone passes away. Or when someone is murdered in the street or something like that, and then I use caution tape. That's something that's very specific that's coming through. I just heard something about like a murdering. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunately terrible. Oh, you guys, really quickly here. First and foremost, before I even get into that, I just want you guys to know that I hope and I just send you so much love and protection as much as I possibly can. And I hope, and I really do hope in something essential for you, that you are safe, secure, and that no hurt, harm, or danger ever comes to you. Yo, there's something very magnetizing about this card over here. I know that you guys, let me see if I can turn the camera really quick so you guys can see that real fast. Look at that, you guys. Do you see this? Uh-oh, wait. Too much. Do you guys see that? Like how the card, like how it's, like, come on, like seriously? Like, why is it doing that? You know what I mean? I'll figure it out. We're gonna find out now. Spirit, I ask that you please speak through me and let me know what it is that I need to hear to give to the collective right now. Thank you so much for just... Okay. Okay, the Magician card has been coming up a lot. That is a repeated card that we've been getting, everyone. There definitely are some repeating cards coming out. Now we're going to go ahead and get into the reading. There's something blocking your vision. There's something keeping you from seeing the bigger picture. There's something that you feel is stunting your growth. You can't see a way out. You can't see what's going on. There are things that are going on in front of you right now, and it's hard to make out what this thing is. Sometimes when we're in the midst of pain, or when we are in the midst of whatever it is that we have going on in our own lives, we sometimes become blinded to what this thing or what this situation is here to teach us. And for whatever reason, I'm hearing that there's some type of karmic lesson that is being learned here, and the karmic lesson has everything to do with freedom and you trusting yourself and trusting in your inner knowing. I feel that for some people, you guys have not been honoring the internal voice, and the voice is getting louder and louder and louder. And the reason why, what Spirit is saying to some of you guys, is that the reason why it's so hard for you to see what's going on now is because you're not meant to see what's going on outside of you. You're meant to go inward. This is interesting because we do have a new moon in Leo coming up on the 4th of August, I believe. I have to double check the transits, and I'll be checking the transits sometime today. And yes, so I will definitely be checking that to see what's going on. But it definitely does feel like there's a need for us to go inward. And I just heard the words reevaluation. We definitely need to reevaluate some things, and that does make sense because there are planets that are definitely retrograde: Neptune, Saturn, Pluto. And even though Chiron is technically an asteroid, it definitely is considered one of the important ones, and those are retrograde. Also, if I'm not mistaken, Mercury is supposed to be going retrograde in the sign of Virgo, I believe August 5th. And I have to triple check that. I have to, fact check myself, but I do know that he's either in a pre-shadow period or he's actually going retrograde. So there's a lot of things that are being reevaluated here. What I'm hearing Spirit say is that what is being looked at now is, what does freedom truly look like to you, with the Devil card in reverse here? What does freedom look like? What does sovereignty look like? And yeah, so basically what I feel also is that you're leaving some type of, you're leaving something, you're leaving someone, and there's some people that may be coming up in your reality right now. And of course that's expected, because of course we are in retrograde season, right, where we have so many different planets in retrograde. And I do feel like there may be some people right now who are experiencing where you're maybe receiving some text messages that are unexpected from people of the past, like they still have your number somehow. You thought you blocked them, but you didn't. Or maybe they got a new number and then they kept your number and then they reached out to you. You may be getting some type of emails or, phone calls or whatever with people of the past reappearing into your life. And these very same people are ones that you had around you that you basically were trying to break away from because of all of the things that you went through. And I'm hearing something about toxins. I feel like right now you are in a space in your life where you are really starting to, again, you're starting to refocus and redirect your energy into things that are actually going to help you. And I feel like now is a time where, I just heard the word karma. There's a lot of things that are going on right now, and I don't see the Judgment card, but I do feel the Judgment card's energy. That is something that has been coming up a lot, actually, like the word judgment. Now we do have here, I want to move this card out of the way. We have the 10 of Swords in reverse here. We have the 7 of Wands in reverse. We have the Devil in reverse. Oh my goodness, someone's breaking free from something. We have the 9 of Pentacles. We have the 3 of Cups. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the High Priestess. We have the Magician card, and we have the 2 of Hazards. I feel that you are reshaping your life right now, and I really do feel like what I'm hearing is that you guys are calling in something. You guys are manifesting something, but I feel called to let you know that right now it's a beautiful thing that you want to manifest, but Spirit is asking you to focus on your healing. Spirit is asking you to focus on you going backwards and going to the spots that trigger you, because these things that you believe are triggers are actually there to show you what you have lingering within your shadow. And I feel that some of you guys may be going back down memory lane where you feel, I'm hearing that I want to stick up for myself. And it could have been in these relationships, whether it be with a brother, a sister, a cousin, a friend, or whatever, where for some of you guys, you really want to reclaim your power because there's just so many things that were unspoken that you went through in the past that you want some type of justice from, and or that you want to be made right. And I feel that, and I was just having a conversation with one of my loved ones earlier, and this individual was basically saying how like they were just, how they felt. I don't want to give away the details, but they were basically talking about how they wanted, how they felt like they wanted some kind of, justice for what had happened to them in the past. And, we talked about vengeance and things of that nature. So for whatever reason, I'm being called to tell you that if you are someone, and I'm not saying that this person is, has said this, I'm not going to air out their business, but if you are somebody that feels like that you are wanting to rage, or that you are wanting some type of, I don't know why the word that's coming through is reimbursement, but there's something about if you are seeking vengeance on something or someone, the spirit is wanting you to know that vengeance is your soul wanting something, or you wanting something to be made right. You want justice. You want to ensure that the love that you gave, that you receive that love back because you have such a big heart. And I feel that some of you guys may feel like you have some type of like anxiety, fear, anger, and all of these things are manifesting for some of you guys right now, because there's so many things that are being rewired, and your shadow more than likely is coming out right now. Now, new moons are typically very quiet. They are very passive, but normally during new moon, what we don't talk about enough is that the more silent things are, the louder the internal words are, the louder the internal voices are. So our internal bodies, or our shadows, seem to be very loud when things are very quiet. Does that make sense? Because there's nothing outside that's keeping you away from listening to your inner voices and or your inner voice, right? And so in a sense, what I feel like is that there's so many people right now who are facing themselves. And I'm also getting this feeling like the more that you face yourself, the more that you know what you're capable of, the more that you know what you need to let go of, that you need to release, and you know exactly what you are manifesting. Some of you guys are in a space in your life where you're learning how to integrate the shadow and the light aspects of you. And especially because we do have this new moon coming up in the sign of Leo, that's what's coming through right now. So the fact that we do have a new moon coming up in Leo, I do feel like this is definitely a space in your life right now where you are going through a mass reflection. I really do feel that you are going through reflection and you're changing some things around. What I'm seeing moving forward is that I see you setting your intentions on trusting yourself. I see you setting your intentions on standing up for yourself and having some uncomfortable conversations. And I also see you having more of, or getting more of an idea of what freedom looks like and what sovereignty looks like for you. And with the 9 of Cups here, I really want to say that now is definitely a time for you to get grounded, for you to connect with your body. I do feel that for some of you guys, you feel very disconnected from your body, or you feel so connected to it that you're starting to become very sensitive, or what people would call overly sensitive. But the only reason is because your soul is expanding, your powers are expanding, your mind is expanding, your level of understanding is expanding, right? Your consciousness is expanding. And as you expand, you become more aware, you feel more. And sometimes what happens is that if we're not balanced, or if we are not taking the necessary steps to be balanced, so what happens is those feelings can be very overwhelming. I'm seeing you guys really take time to reflect, and really take your time to really sit down with yourself and ask yourself, what is it that I need the most right now? And what is it that I need to be honored? What do I need for myself at this very moment? I do feel that with the Two of Pentacles coming out here, this really does make me feel like you got your hands full with a lot. And there are just situations where you're just like, you know what? I just don't feel that I have the capacity to constantly focus on these things anymore. Like, I really, really don't. And when I feel like when Spirit is saying X marks the spot, there's something that will be revealed where you can pinpoint what actually needs to be placed and what needs to be taken out. There's X marks the spot. I'm hearing Spirit say that this is a warning for some of you guys. it's a warning. And I'm actually seeing like a laser light coming off of like a sniper's gun or something like that, or like some type of laser light. And this laser light is so precise because if we're talking about a sniper gun, then they can, when a sniper shoots, they can hit a very, very, very specific spot. So this to me is also, this red dot is so symbolic for something. There's something very it's symbolic for something very specific. That's bringing me to Virgo energy. I'm picking up on sniper. So some of you guys may be hyper focusing on hitting a target, or you guys may be hyper focusing on something very particular. There's something very specific that you're wanting. It's like you're laser focused on it. You've got both eyes open and you're just looking to see what is the correct course of action. And there's this need for you. I'm hearing that for some of you guys, you're so focused to where you can't even hear yourself breathe anymore. Like you just become one with your breath, and then it's just like, okay, this is my time. And it's so funny because I'm hearing spirits say to calm down. Like I'm hearing the words calm down. And I'm seeing an angel. It's so interesting that I'm getting this vision, but I'm seeing an angel and a sniper. So this angel has on like all white, and this angel has really huge, magnificent wings. And this sniper is like on top of a building. And then the angel is pushing the sniper's gun down. And then the sniper looks up to the right, and then they fall to their knees, and then they're just on their knees. And for some people, what this is symbolic for to me is that there are things that you felt that you were forced to do, that you know that you need deliverance from, or that you just feel like you can no longer do. And you're waiting for something or someone to come in to say, I see you. It's okay for you to not do this thing. That was a message for somebody. What Spirit wants you to know, if this is you, is that you do not have to continuously do these acts if you feel that you are not in alignment with them. They may have served you at one point in your life, but it is okay for you to allow yourself to be delivered, because this angel really is an archetype of you. This angel is a representation of you letting it go. With the Ten of Swords in reverse, this is bringing me to someone that is letting it all go. These situations are above you now. It's no longer about what you know that you can do. It's no longer about you trying to manipulate Pluto in retrograde. You are no longer required to manipulate any of the situations. And for some of you guys, you never needed to manipulate anything to begin with. But Spirit is saying that there is no longer a need for you to manipulate these things. Let them be what they are, because you've got your hands full with so many other things. And Spirit wants you to know that now is the time for you to start to pay attention to the inner voice, to your inner voice, to the inner monologue, because these voices are trying to give you messages. Your shadow is speaking to you. And for some reason, some of you guys, moving on to another message, some of you guys are either blatantly ignoring it, putting it off, and the reason is because you feel like you just don't want to deal with it. But later down the line, there will come a time where you will be forced, where it will feel as though you're being forced to deal with these things. Let me go ahead and turn these cards over. We have the Two of Cups. Wow. Okay. And we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. Oh my gosh. Speaking about anxiety. Wow. And then we have the Four of Swords. Oh, man. Okay. So basically with these cards coming out this way, and I'm going to leave it just as it was, we have, again, the Four of Swords. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse here. And we have the Two of Cups. Now, some of you guys, oh my goodness, we were just saying that. So basically there was something that did serve you. There was something that you had experienced, and you're like in a form of partnership or in a form of relationship, or this could have been a part of yourself where you grew tired, and Spirit is saying that this breakup or whatever this is essential, because this is something that you need time to breathe. You need time to think. You need time away. I'm hearing that some of you guys really do need to spend time away so that you can get your mind right, so that you can get your emotional body back in an equilibrium. I think that some of you guys, what this looks like, it looks like what I'm hearing Spirit say is that you're returning to yourself, and there's something, I'm hearing the words go back. Like, if I can go back in time, I would do this differently. And for whatever reason, I'm hearing the word childhood for some people. I'm hearing Spirit say that you do need rest. Sometimes we overgive and we have like these really big hearts, so we feel that we have to give every little part of ourselves, and Spirit is saying that you don't need to do that. For some of you guys, you are overgivers, and how you know that you've been overgiving is because you can feel it in your body. Your body is responding to you, telling you that it can no longer hold the capacity of constantly overgiving because it's stressful. And Spirit is saying that the way that you relieve the stress right now is to go inward and to go into your own space and honor the fact that you need. Okay, you guys, my apologies. My battery died and I cannot for the life of me remember what I was talking about. My apologies. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and continue to move forward. Yes, some of you guys definitely do need rest. And I feel like this rest is essential because there's something that your internal world or your divine feminine needs to say, or there's something that your divine feminine is trying to teach you and trying to show you. And I feel like now is definitely a time where you can honor more of that voice. I feel again that you guys are looking to see like what sovereignty does mean to you, what it truly does look like. I'm hearing the word connection. There's freedom and connection. I feel that some of you guys are wanting a deep connection, and what was before you is just not fitting enough for you guys. It's just not enough. And I feel like there's things that are going on outside of you that you feel has you chained up, and it's constantly showing up and constantly doing things in a way where other people want you to do them, and it's doing things in a way that pleases others. And I feel that people pleasing is coming up a lot for some of you guys. Now, you people pleasing, what I'm hearing Spirit say is that it's affecting your career, it's affecting your personal growth, and that there is a need for you to go back and stand up for yourself and really start to share how you feel and state how you feel. No matter whose feelings you hurt, there is a need for you guys to 100% do that. And I'm also hearing, I just heard the words, take it easy on yourself. You're doing a lot right now. And the only thing that what Spirit is saying, with all due respect, that what you need to be focusing on right now is your own health, your emotional health, your mental health right now. Your mental health is, you need help, and it's okay that you do. And you're not wrong, or you're not weak for needing help right now. For some of you guys, you need to hear that. Okay, so I'm feeling like with this Two of Cups here, especially the way that it's positioned, like it's positioned as if it's like trying to like go into the cards. It is, I just heard the words rest assured, words of affirmation, encouragement, reassurance. There's something about reassurance that is needed here for this group. I just need reassurance that things will get better. Yes, things will get better. Spirit is saying that you have to allow these things to change or to take their natural course. With this card at the bottom here, looks like we have the King of Hazards. This is definitely bringing me to some form of stability that you're looking for, that you're wanting. For some of you guys, you're not gonna want to hear this, but it's not gonna come right away. And the reason why it's not is because there's something that you guys are needing to learn right now. So I really don't like, I hate to be the one to tell you that. Again, as stated, oh wow, look at that. Again, as stated, you have the Empress here, which we were just talking about the Divine Feminine needing yes, the Divine Feminine. And we also have the 10 of Pentacles here, and we also have the 9 of Cups. If you're looking for reassurance, there it is, you guys. That's your reassurance. That's the reassurance that you guys are looking for. We have the Empress here. We have the 10 of Hazards, which is the 10 of Pentacles. And we have the 9 of Cups here. I feel that after whatever this situation is, after the disconnect, after the breakup, after you taking the time to use your discernment to know what truly is for you, then that is when things will start to fall into place. I'm hearing slow and steady stride. Although the Knight of Cups is not here, I do feel that energy present. I really do feel that with the cards that are out now, your life is being rewoven is the word that's coming through. That is a very specific thing. Like, your life is being rewoven. That is what Spirit is saying. Your life is being rewoven in every single aspect, in every single dynamic, in every single way. You are weaving a new web, and I'm seeing a spider. Like, that's the spider. Charlotte's web is coming through. If you have not watched that movie, Spirit is asking you to go and watch that movie. There's something very specific about Charlotte and what she represents. There's something very specific about what Charlotte represents and what the web represents. That movie was not just about the pig. It was also really about Charlotte and what she contributed and what she gave, and the knowledge and the wisdom, the encouragement that she gave. And I feel like that is either a representation of you, or that is a representation of something that you're wanting to receive. There's something very specific about Charlotte and Charlotte's web. Okay. So with the Empress card here, yeah, Divine Feminine definitely needs some self-care right now. Divine Feminine needs her or its own space. Divine Feminine needs time to just be in its own energy so that it can reflect and know what it truly does want. Old conversations coming up for Divine Feminine. Use your discernment. Know what is for you. Know what is not. Honor that voice. The way that you honor your inner voice is by really paying attention to what you're putting into your body, but also what you are allowing yourself to accept. And it's so interesting that the Empress is here, and although this woman in the card appears to be very feminine and soft, she's protecting this zombie child. There's something very specific about the Divine Feminine understanding that although this is a zombie, that this was once a child. This is a form of innocence, and whether the innocence is alive or whether the innocence has transcended its, original body or what have you, that innocence is still indeed there, and it still requires Divine Feminine. That's very specific for something that I don't feel like that's going to resonate with everyone, but whoever needs to hear that, there it is. Okay, this is what the card looks like a little bit closer. Oh, nice. It actually, I like the fact that it focused. Okay, so yeah, with this Divine Feminine with her hand up as she's looking, she's like, listen, although I am not one that is quick to hit anyone, or although I am not quick to start a war, I 100% will do what I need to do in order to protect, and I'll do that in the most graceful way. And this Divine Feminine is connecting with this child because Divine Feminine knows that there is so much beauty in innocence, and there is beauty in surrender, and there is beauty in being able to just be in awe of the universe in the way that a child would. That's something very specific coming through as well. With this Empress card, with this 10 of Pentacles, and with this 9 of Cups, I really do feel that what you really do want, Divine Feminine, is to just live the best life that you possibly can, and to really magnetize or focus your attention and energy into things that you really do want. And what Divine Feminine is craving right now is stability. What Divine Feminine is craving right now is to get what it wants, but in a way that is because it knows that it deserves it, because there's so much that Divine Feminine has gone through, and Divine Feminine wants to receive that without being so forceful. Let me go ahead and pull out our horror tarot here. I don't know about you guys, but spooky vibes all the way. I've been in spooky vibes since last year. Once December 31st hit, I was like, yep, spooky season, let's go. I love Halloween, Hallows Eve. I need a refill. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and continue. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I love mismatching decks. It is so dope. It is super dope. That's just how I do things on my channel. If people don't agree with that, that's cool. But I like mixed matching decks because it's just super fun and I just really love it. And I love how this deck matches my nails. Kind of, sort of. It's like red on red. Okay, let's see what we have here. I'm gonna let that fall down. Okay. Slow and steady stride is what I'm hearing. I just heard court date. There's something about somebody having a court date, and Spirit is letting you know that there's something that... Yeah, the Spirit is calling you to start focusing on how you can build something for yourself versus having to depend on courts. That's really interesting. Who is this coming out here? She's hiding. Why is she hiding? Oh my god, the High Priestess is here again for you guys in the upright position. Yeah, High Priestess here is trying to go. She's hiding. Why is she hiding? Like, why are you guys trying to like, what are you hiding from? Maybe you're not hiding. Some of you guys may be hiding out and just kind of being to yourself right now. And I get that. And I honor that 100%. You also have the King of Cups. Yeah, this is... Ooh, I just heard the word sneaky link. Oh my god. Let me find out. Let me find out. Sneaky link. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I'm telling. I'm just kidding. So basically with sneaky link, I'm not about to play. No, seriously. We have, what is that? The Emperor card is here. What? Divine Feminine is like, listen, I need someone that is 100% like, I need for them to be on their shit. I need for someone to do what they need to do, to say what they need to say. I need for someone to stand on their word, and I need someone that is going to be emotionally intelligent enough to deal with my internal chaos. Although I know how to handle my own, I'm needing someone to show up who can also be a support to me the way that I am to others. And I really do love that because there is some form of like reciprocation, but not even just reciprocation, but there's definitely something about like I need someone of equal to me. I need an equal. I'm hearing I need an equal. The King of Swords. Oh my god. Okay, for some of you guys that is what you want. For some of you guys, Divine Feminine. I don't know why Divine Feminine is, I'm saying the reading like this, but it is what it is. So basically, I do feel like there is a really strong masculine presence here. And it's almost kind of off-putting to Divine Feminine. There's a very strong... I'm going to interpret this in different ways. In some ways, I feel like the Divine Masculine within you or someone else's Divine Masculine is too loud and the energy is just too, not too potent, but it's misdirected for some of you guys, right? And I feel like with the High Priestess coming out here, and also with us having the Empress card, I feel that Divine Feminine does need more attention and there needs to be more focus on that particular energy. Some of you guys need to learn to manifest by magnetizing and not constantly overdoing, because when you are overdoing things, you risk running the oh my goodness. Didn't we talk about the spider? The spider's here. And this is also the devil. So you've got the devil card twice. You've got the High Priestess twice. Wow. Wow. That is... Whoa. That is divine. I don't care what no one says. That is great. Okay, so basically... Okay, that card wanted to come out. What card is this? We have the Temperance card in reverse. Any last messages, Spirit? Go the other direction. If there's people trying to come back into your life, Spirit is saying use your discernment, but also go the other direction. I feel that you guys are, for some of you, you're moving away from you're moving away from this energy. You also have the Ten of Pentacles again. Some of you guys are about to hit something. Some type of money's coming in. Spirit is saying that you need to invest very wisely. Don't make the same mistakes you did in the past. Don't make the same decisions you made in the past. Do something differently with that. I also do feel that for whatever reason, okay, so with these cards here at the top, I'm feeling like there's someone who's moving away. I feel heavily like there's some type of sneakiness coming. Like, I don't want anyone to know that this is what I'm doing, like a secret life. Like, I'm picking up on the secret life that Divine Feminine has with Divine Masculine. And this feels very forbidden, but it feels very fulfilling at the same time. Like, it feels like because of everything that Divine Feminine has gone through, because of everything that Divine Feminine has experienced with this other, Divine Feminine wants to break away from this thing, but she doesn't, or it doesn't want to be judged for it. Like, I don't want to be judged for this, so I'm going to do this in silence, or I'm going to do this in secrecy, but this is truly what I'm craving. Spirit is asking you to be honest about what you want, because when you speak up for yourself, when you have the courage to speak up about your needs, your desires, or whatever it is that you want, then someone will show up for you to give you exactly what you do want. But it's a matter of you being honest, right? You don't have to let everyone know what you're doing. That's fine. But there's something very significant about you allowing yourself to be open and honest about what you need. The imbalance here is that you're not speaking up. You're keeping things to yourself. And for some of you guys, there seems to be this level of anxiety that comes with you expressing yourself. But what that is the body remembering the way that it felt when you did something similar to this. So it's almost kind of like muscle memory. Spirit is saying that the way that you break out of that is by actually doing it and holding no expectations, but also knowing how and when to stand your ground, how and when to be immovable. That's something very specific coming through as well. I do feel here that with the Devil card here, with the Ten of Pentacles, I do feel that there is some type of healing coming through with finances. I feel like for some of you guys that have had a really long, hard relationship with money, that's changing around. It's all about you doing things differently and you honoring this Divine Feminine here. You listening to your intuition as it pertains to making the correct decisions you need. Why am I seeing the Two of Swords? I don't know. But I'm feeling like this is you making sure that you are making the right decisions that is going to help this financial thing. I'm going to pull a few more cards from this deck here, but I'm going to wait. I'm just going to pull this card over. What the hell? Okay. That's getting really scary, you guys. Okay. We have the Two of Swords here. So the Two of Swords here as well is in reverse. I see some final decisions being made on something. I'm hearing the word jackpot. Some of you guys got some money coming in somehow. This time, do something different. Invest in yourself. Invest in your self-care. I keep hearing the word jackpot and I keep seeing I'm seeing cherries on a machine, and I'm hearing bingo, like someone winning something, and it's just like this long, slow, drawn out process, and it gets a little boring, and you're just like, when the hell am I gonna win or not? And next thing you know, you hit bingo, and it's like, finally. God damn, man, that took forever. The hell was taking so long? And now it's like, all right, cool. Well, now that I have it, this is what I'm going to do with it this time to ensure that it's long lasting. Okay. That's what I'm feeling. So overall, what I'm feeling is this idea of sovereignty, what that looks like, you reevaluating, you making sure that you stand in your power here. I do also feel, what card is this? The King of Swords. I feel like with all of this masculinity coming through with these three, I want to draw my attention to divine masculine. To me, this can be a very healthy representation of what divine masculinity will look like. First and foremost, you have the emperor who knows who it is, right? The emperor card stands in his power or its power. The emperor card knows itself. It's very wise, it's very experienced, it's very seasoned, right? It's got some real like life lessons, right? And then you have a king over here who is the king of cups. Now the king of cups is also very wise, and it honors its divine feminine, but the way that it does, it protects the divine feminine, but in a very masculine way. But the king of cups to me is always that energy that you'd go to and you'd find this energy peeling back or peeling an apple and eating it with a knife. I always felt that way. It's like the grandfather you go to when you need help. And you know that when you see this person or this granddad or this uncle or whoever it is eating a piece of fruit, or maybe they're barbecuing, that's what I'm saying, that they're barbecuing and you going up to them, you asking them for help, and you know you about to get some wisdom. You already know. And if they tell you to have a seat, let's have a talk, oh, you best believe that you're about to really get some wisdom thrown on you, because that's going to change your life, and you know that it is. Now, with this King of Swords here, it's being very factual. It has no room for any type of emotion at all. It is so emotionless. It's like a male Aquarius. No emotions, not a care in the world, but logic, facts, reason, rationality, nothing else. You are not going to move me. This is what the facts are, whatever. But I'm seeing this as something very healthy. I see this individual or this energy as someone who has a very strong head on their shoulders. They know what they want, they know where they're going, and they also know how to be compassionate. And they are ruled, or they're guided by their higher minds, and they are also, love is what fuels them. They are fueled by love and compassion, but they also know that because they've been in these certain situations, they know what to do and what not to do. So what I'm hearing is that with these three cards here, this beautiful divine masculinity, the only one that's not here right now from what it looks like, well, the only two, the King of Pentacles and also the King of Wands. So I feel like with these two kings here, with this emperor here, this is very strong masculine energy. And this is the reason why divine feminine is so attracted to divine masculine, because because it has the shits together. And if you don't, this is something that you can expect to come over the years. It depends on you. And it all depends on what you're willing to change. With these three cards here, I love this. This is so sexy. This is so sexy. This is someone or an individual. I'm hearing the word six pack. It's so funny that I'm hearing the word six pack, but they come with, it's like they're the full package. I swear. It's like, now this is just me kind of like give you guys like the norm, like the thing that we always think about, or that people always think about. Like, this man is a tall drink of water, or it's like he's 6 foot, 6 figures, you know, he got a big shoe size. If you guys are my drift, his shoes are big. Let's just say that. Like, oh my god, are you even allowed to say that on YouTube? No, seriously though, like, this person has big feet. Let's just say that. And they have big hands. Like, this is like daddy energy, but I'll take care of you energy. Like, that's what I think divine feminine is setting intention for that. You're gonna get it, trust me. Alright, Spirit, anything else that you want to say to us tonight? Death, yes. Massive, massive, massive changes here. Massive changes. I just heard the words 2 weeks. Alright, here's the last of our cards. We have here the Four of Wands in reverse. We have the Five of Cups in reverse. And we also have the Eight of Pentacles. So, final messages that I'm hearing right now for you guys is there's something about you guys are changing your home environment. You guys are leaving your home. For some of you guys, you're leaving your home. So as a result of this healing, as a result of you sticking up for yourself, as a result of you guys, like, I just heard, like, changing trajectory, As a result of you guys honoring your inner voice, what you can see change from that is literally your home environment. And you can also see, I'm hearing the words cash flow. Your emotional body, your spiritual well-being, your emotional mental well-being is what is directly impacting your income right now. That's so like specific. Your emotional, mental, and even physical well-being, your emotional well-being, spiritual well-being, they are all directly impacting your financial income. If you go within yourself and clean out the gunk from within your body and eat the right foods and things of that nature, everything else will fall into alignment. The Temperance card in reverse here is, to me, for whatever reason, bringing me to medicine. And I know that came through in the last reading, or in one of the last readings, but this is very specific because, again, this feels like someone needs to pay very close attention as to what is going on internally. This is the Temperance card brings me to alchemy. So this lets me know that there is something within you that needs to be transmuted into something beautiful. So this is you taking the toxins and transmuting them into something that can be medicinal for you to ascend. So basically, this is you going within yourself, going within your body, breathing properly, sitting properly, fixing your posture, eating the right foods, and all those different elements so that you can have a more favorable outcome when it comes to you making income. Like, that is so specific, and I'm here for it. Now, this devil card, the spider, I want you guys to look up the symbolism of the spider. I want you guys, this was so divine that came out, right? So with this spider here, the devil here, I feel that this web is a representation of all things that you would desire, what you see, what you desire. And this is bringing me to the Seven of Cups. Pay attention to Neptune right now. I know that Neptune, if I'm not mistaken, is retrograde. Also, Saturn is retrograde in Pisces. I do feel that there's a lot of things that are coming up for you. And when you do your shadow work and when you do the things that you need to do, then that is when you will experience a complete change in your whole life. It takes you being honest, being vocal, standing up for yourself, doing your shadow work, listening to your internal voice, allowing yourself to surrender to the chaos, guide the chaos and the things that you need it to be, guide the shadow using your reason, rationality, honor your divine feminine, switching up your routines and things of that nature. And then that is how you can see your life change, literally. Okay? I love you guys so much. If you need anything from me, you guys can visit me online at magicofeden.com. You guys can also hold my hand over at Magic of Eden on Instagram. And I will catch you guys in my next video.